Make them feel like you're a boss.
But then, okay.
But then what?
But what if they're...
What if they're like, oh, she's such a bitch?
I am an operations manager at Combat Mindset, and it is my first time ever being in a position of authority like that with responsibilities that I feel overwhelmed with.
Sure.
I don't know where to begin. I know that we have marketing, we have employees. I don't know how to be a boss, really, is my biggest problem. I don't know how to be a team at the same time of being a boss, because I do want us to be a whole team. I don't want to be like an authority figure. I do want to be an authority figure, but I don't want to make them feel like I am a boss. Or I
No.
am their boss.
Hey, guess what? Make them feel like you're a boss.
But then, okay.
But then what?
But what if they're...
What if they're like, oh, she's such a bitch?
Yes.
Who gives a fuck?
Because I have a problem with becoming almost condescending whenever I have a point to make. And it's not that I'm being condescending, it's that I come across.
Okay, then fix it so you don't come across condescending, come across loving. So if I had to give you feedback because you showed up late, I would say, hey, look, you know what? I really appreciate the work you do. This is called the Oreo cookie, by the way. It's good news, bad news, good news. I really appreciate the work you do for us, and I see so much talent and ambition in you. However, I couldn't help but notice you've been consistently late, and I don't appreciate that, and that is called time theft. You're stealing time from our organization, from our clients, from our business, from our payroll. And so moving forward, I want you to make it here on time or earlier, otherwise we'll have to write you up, and then after that, part ways with you. Do you understand? And they're gonna say yes. Great, and I just want to reiterate how awesome you are. You're great at what you do, but we just got to work on that one chink in the chain. Make sense? Yes. And so we keep getting the yeses, affirmatives, and we go, all right, high fives, and off we go. So you want to say it in a way that you give them love, feedback, and love. And if you say it that way, you never come across condescending. You say it with a smile, you never come across that way.
What about when you're teaching them something, when you're trying to teach them something? I have an issue with explaining in a coaching manner how to do something that doesn't seem like, oh, you're stupid, this is, you know.
Yeah.
And
so
I don't mean
what you're really asking me is, how do I communicate professionally?
Yes.
And I'm going to teach you. So there's 2 books that I want you to read, and all of you need to read these 2 books. The first one is by Dan Kennedy, and it is Ruthless Management of People and Profits. Dan Kennedy, Ruthless Management of People and Profits. And the second one is 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. And so I'll make sure you get that information, because I know you're gonna. Okay, good. So 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. The leadership book tells you what your responsibilities are as a leader and how to communicate as a leader. Dan Kennedy's book tells you how to interact with employees and what to expect from them and how to handle them and coach them. So all you're missing is coaching, right? You're probably, are you a good trainer? Like if I give you a client, could you train a client?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm great with enthusiasm and inspiration.
Of course, because you've done that enough times, right? So you just, in this new role, you don't have the training yet, that's all. So you're gonna learn the information, and then through repetition, you're gonna master it. Does that make sense? But don't ever feel like, I don't wanna sound like I'm being pushy or bitchy or mean or condescending to them. Your job at times is to lean on them, but not to lean on them and make them feel stupid, to make it lean on them and say, I'm giving you feedback, and I need you to acknowledge that this feedback is understood, heard, and is gonna be applied, right? And so communication is really what's missing, is what I'm hearing you say.
One last thing is, what would you start with first? As an operations manager coming into a business that's being moved from Dallas to Dothan, basically the only thing we have right now is the building. We have the social media sites. We have building finished and renovations and everything, but we have not begun our marketing or really putting anything out there on social media.
So start with your marketing, get the word out there. And I'm not just talking about like put a picture like, hey, we're putting in our floors, hey, we're painting the walls, like actual lead generation funnels, right? So talk to the guys at Fitness Marketer, hey, what is your best lead generation funnel? Or what Cable talked about earlier, what I told the gentleman here earlier. Are you guys doing group training or one-on-one?
Both.
Okay, so for your group training one, the easiest one is to enter your email address and phone number to potentially win 6 months of free group training, free boot camp, right? And so you're gonna run that campaign for $20 to $50 a day, depending on what your budget is. and you want to build a list of 500 to 1,000 prospects, email lists and phone lists off Scipio, right? So you can text them, call them, and email them. So a lot of people think that social media marketing means post a video of the renovation or what we're going to do, etc. I want you to actually get leads so that the week or two before the doors open, you can offer those leads a 21-day challenge, a 6-week transformation program in exchange for a small dollar amount so they can come in and try you guys out. Then you're going to use the closed clients process that I gave you to convert them into long-term clients.